control also. Next is the area of infrastructure development, where we include reliable and quality electric power for all parts of the country, and which is actually necessary for all the core sectors. Next, information and communication technology sector. This is actually one of our core competency area, which promotes education in remote areas, and it also creates massive employment and national wealth through export. The last area is the critical technologies and strategic industries, where the progress in nuclear, space, and defense technologies will provide a sustained growth and self reliance for the nation. So, these five areas are very closely interrelated, and they are going to bring national food and economic security for our country. A strong partnership among the R&D, that is research and development, academia, industry, business, and the community as a whole, with government departments and agencies, will be essential to accomplish and to achieve this vision for 2020 for our country. And apart from this, the plan to network the major rivers, which is a scheme called providing urban amenities in rural area, that is PURA, PURA. It is actually going to create rural wealth and prosperity. So this model envisages, it visions a habitat, a place to live designed to improve the quality of life in rural places, and makes special solutions to remove urban congestion also. As against a conventional city, say rectangular in shape and measuring approximately 10 km by 6 km, the model considers a ring shaped town integrating a minimum of 8 to 10 villages. So we are going to develop a ring where we will have 8 to 10 villages together in the same area, and this model will provide easy access to villages, is going to save transportation time, and is going to cut the cost also, and will benefit the general public. So this kind of model of establishing a circular connectivity of rural villages complexes will accelerate the rural development process by empowerment. So the nation's strength is actually resides in its natural and human resources, which we should count on. And human resources, particularly with large young population, is the unique core strength of the nation. So there are 700 million people below the age of 35 years of age in the population of a billion people. So the nation needs young leaders who can command the change for transformation of India. So Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is talking about the youth, and he says we need young leaders to come up to help us in making our country a developed nation, and with the knowledge society from now to next 20 years. So there we need quality leaders. So quality leaders, they are like magnets which will attract the best people to build a complete team of organization and give inspiring leadership even during when there is a failure of missions and there is a lot of risk. So the creators of vision ignite the young mind in particular. Then he says that what are the qualities of a great leader? He says such people, they have the traditional role from commander to coach. Now they are not the traditional people. They have changed their role from becoming a commander to coach, from a manager to a mentor, and from becoming a director to a delegator, and from one who demands respect to one who facilitates self-respect. So these are the qualities of a mentor, that they are coach. These are the qualities of a leader, that they are a coach, they are mentor, they are delegator, and they facilitate self-respect. So the higher the proportion of creative leaders in a nation, the more we have the creative leaders in a nation, there is a better chance of making our nation a developed nation. So with this vision and characteristics of leader, what are the different tasks that we have for various people, for various communities? So the student community, they can remove illiteracy from people, whether we talk about schools or houses, and they are like burning candles who can ignite other candles also. So teachers and parents, they can always help the student committee. When we come to government and R&D labs, they can always provide the technological upgradation to small scale industries so that the production can be increased. The large scale industries, they can always look for productivity, quality improvement, for economic growth, and they will actually contribute to GDP also. They can also aim to become multinational companies and global leaders. The farming community, they can increase their productivity with the help of new scientific methods and technology for dry land cultivation. The information technology, system, they can become knowledge workers, and they have a huge responsibility to contribute to fields like telemedicine, teleeducation, and e-governance for rural areas. And organizations like Pura, they have a business proportion economically viable, and they should be managed by entrepreneurs and small scale industrialists with government participation. And they involve areas like education, healthcare, power generation, transport, and management. So, if we have this vision for the coming years for 2020, the government has to also do some work where people can trust the government by quick decision making and by very transparent administration. So, people who are from the field of art, like musicians, poets, artists, they have to nurture the glory of our great civilization, and they can always contribute by inspiring people to become a developed nation. So this type of motivated environment is actually going to lay down the foundation of our vision for transforming our country from a developing to a developed nation. So this is the complete essay where Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam highlights the key areas where we can develop, the areas which need to contribute for our developing country, and what kind of leaders we need, what is the responsibility of government, and how different kinds of communities they can contribute for the development of nation. So you can get from the point of view of exams, you can be asked different questions, and these questions will be actually from the essay. Like there can be a question that what is the aim of, what is the thrust of the essay, or what is the theme of the essay. There could be a question like what is necessary for the happiness, peace, and prosperity of a nation. There could be a question on what was the first vision of the nation and what did it give you. Next question could be what was the second vision for the nation and what will it do. Another question could be how does Dr. Kalam envisage the 21st century? Next, what are the core competencies required for a developed nation? Next, what are the qualities of a magnetic leader? Next, what are the 5 key areas of integrated action required for developed India? And last could be that you have to describe the essay in your own words. So you have to read the complete essay and keep in mind the small questions, the very short questions, the short questions that can be asked from the essay. And what is the vision of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam? How our country has developed from certain civilizations, how there have been certain areas where we have shown development like biotechnology and space technology, IT sector, and what are the key areas, how we can develop there, what are the plans of country, how the government envisions it, what are the different communities that can contribute here. So this is all that you have to keep in mind when you read the essay. I hope you have understood it. Thank you so much.